Welcome all, Canuck Air Simulations. Of course, I am Raymond. Here we are looking at a new add-on that has been created. It is called Global World Lighting, Global Airport Lighting. Its intention is to do just that. Its intention is to put lighting around the world at large and medium airports. I'm sitting at Winnipeg International Airport right now, CYWG, and you can see if I turn on that picture, this is what the picture looks like without the lighting package in. The sim that you're looking at does have the lighting package in, and you don't see it well now, but you will here in a moment. I want to briefly kind of go through what the package actually is. It is lighting at all medium and large airports. Small airports have been left out for a particular reason, because it offers a bigger challenge. But all medium and all large airports around the world. This is not just a North American or a European thing. This is around the world. So you're going to find airports with this package in all of the countries around Africa, all of the countries in Europe, all of them in North America and South America and Asia and Oceanic and you name it, you're going to find them. What has prompted this is you sitting at the gate, you're cold and dark, and the inside is so dark you can't quite really see. Now this aircraft actually has a little flashlight, but there are some that don't. So you're sitting here at the gate and it's pitch black dark. You can't see a thing. You can't look and see where the dials and buttons are. He even put the lights on. So imagine looking up there without this flashlight there. How would you see where the buttons and dials are to turn them? You can't, and in fact, in a lot of cases, you can't even see the light controls to be able to turn the lights on. So that was one reason that it was brought on. The other thing is that it really kills, kind of, for me anyways, it really kills the immersion of it. You VATSIM guys flying your 3, 4, 5, 10, 12-hour flights, you take off in the day and you land at night. You take off at night and you land in the day, either one. But here you are on approach, coming to the airport, and it's dark, but for a little bit of lighting that you see these lights project. But that's not how airports actually are. They're fairly well lit at night. You can not just see the hangar or the terminal lighting, but you can actually see the aprons and all of that. So that's kind of what has brought this on. So let's just recap. This is kind of what it looks like in 2024 or 2020. By the way, the package is for both 2020 and 2024. But this is what you will see if you're sitting here at this airport. This is what you will see if you're sitting here at this airport with the lighting package. Let's just jump outside, and let's actually, before we do that, let's just take a look down there. You can see the lighting down there as well. Now let's take a jump outside, and there you can see now there's lighting, and you can see it. If you didn't have this, that is what this airport would look like if you didn't have this package. If you didn't have this lighting, and not just this airport, but almost every airport in the world has this thing. But for a few handful of airports that you've bought custom scenery with, that's great. But for a few airports that there was another package out there that suggested it had 1,200 lights in it. Looked at it, it's got 119, and it does cover the major airports. But if you're flying your regional airports, if you're flying from a major hub to a non-major hub, if you're kind of held hostage at which airports will have or will not have lighting in it. This package will have lighting in every airport around the world, as long as it's classed as a large or a medium airport. Over 5,000 airports are lit up. So this is what up here, this is what it looks like without the package. And of course, this, as I said, this is what it looks like with the package. Now we're going to do a little bit of looking around just to kind of give you an idea. Now, also keep in mind, what we're seeing here in this airport is going to be very similar at almost every airport around the world. So if we just zoom out a little bit, you can now see, you know, we've got some ramp parking, you've got some more ramp here, some more over here, you got some over there, you got a little bit over there, some over here, there's some over here. So there's some more over there. So this airport is a reasonably sized airport, and it should have a lot more ramp lighting than what it actually does. So let's go look at what it looks like if you don't. This is a similar view, and you'll see that none of that airport lighting, ramp lighting down here, up and over here, up over here, I didn't show it back over there, but none of that lighting is present. And again, it really kind of kills the whole immersion of it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take one more quick little tour, and we're going to make the assumption that we've come into this airport from this here direction. I'm just going to, let me get that image out of your way. So let me get that out of the way. So I'm just going to come over here, and I'm going to kind of sort of emulate coming in from this direction and getting ready to land. I'll just go out just a bit more. Maybe that's far enough to illustrate what I'm trying to get at. So you come in, and you're coming in here, and you're on approach, you're on your final, and you're getting ready to land. Well, first of all, from this direction, now I will say this very much depends on how much draw distance you actually have, right? If your graphics are set in such a way that you draw a minimal distance, you may not actually see this lighting. But then you won't see that lighting, you know, you won't see any lighting. So it's not just this lighting, you just won't see any. But again, let's just assume you're coming in on your approach. You can see where the main lighting is. You can clearly see that. And if you looked at this airport, you know, 3 miles back, and if you actually had your draw distance set that far, you would see where the terminal is. But you've already made your decision. You know that you're going to land, and you're going to taxi off, and you're going to go over here because the gates are over there. And so says your flight planner and so forth, right? So you've come down here, and you can see clearly it's very well lit. You can clearly see that's where you got to go. So this is the problem that most airports have in the world, unless you have, like I say, unless you have some custom scenery that, you know, the developer has put in some lighting, and good on them for doing it. But you know, that's one airport at a time. Here you have over 5,000. I believe the actual total is 5,200 or something like that airports. And you can go anywhere in the world and have this level of immersion and this level of lighting. Now I will put out a small caveat. The lighting is not necessarily perfectly matched with every airport. It's closely represented, but it's not perfectly matched. Because of how the lighting was put in. The dev team is working on trying to catch some of the anomalies. There'll be some airports that there might be some random lights placed that shouldn't be placed. If you run across those, by all means, send us an email. We have a Discord channel. Just look us up. CanuckAirSimulations.com is the website. You can go there. You can get Discord information and contact information and so forth there. This package can be purchased as they are, like with all of the packages, from Sim Marketplace. So Sim Marketplace, just look it up on Google. You should see it. I'll try to put a link I'll put some links in the description. But Sim Marketplace, do a search for Canuck Air. You will see all of the packages that are listed for all of our development team listings that offerings that we've got out there. That's it. That's as much as it is. Let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoyed as much as a lot of people have already. we will talk when we get to the next one. I will be releasing more development streams and or videos. I will start doing some live streams, development live streams, just kind of touch base on some of the packages that we have out there. You guys can kind of join in and put your 2.5 cents into my 1.5 cents, and we might come up with some new updates that we should be doing to the packages and so forth. But so stay tuned for that. This will be linked from Stream Gamers YouTube channel over to the Canuck Air Simulations YouTube channel. And until the next one, I hope you guys enjoyed. Until the next one, we will talk to you soon. All right, bye bye.